Hey guys, it's Chase from Matcha Project. I'm back with another video for you today. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 rules that you want to follow in order to ensure that your matcha stays fresh so that when you are ready to drink it, it is delicious. There are 3 things you want to pay attention to, and if you do pay attention to these 3 things, you're going to have a delicious matcha drink every single time. All right, so what are these 3 things? The first thing you want to pay attention to, the first thing you want to do, you always want to put your matcha in the refrigerator. That's super, super important. Always put your matcha in the refrigerator. The reason for this, matcha is going to break down or deteriorate. It's going to lose freshness over time. And by exposing it to warmer temperatures, this is going to cause that to happen much, much faster. So put it in the refrigerator, keep it cool, and keep it fresh. That's rule number 1. Keep it in the refrigerator. It's going to keep it fresh longer. Rule number 2, you always want to seal the matcha or your matcha container as quickly as possible. The reason for this, air. There's oxygen in the air. Once that gets into for this example, if that gets into the pouch, that's going to cause the matcha to break down quicker. It's going to lose its aroma, its flavor, its freshness. So you want to ensure that you close it up as soon as possible. Seal the package as soon as possible. Put the lid back on it as soon as possible. And that will ensure that you expose it to as little air as possible and keep it fresh for longer. Great thing about having a pouch is you can squeeze out the air and then seal it up. That's going to have less oxygen inside it, less air inside it. So that's tip number 2. Seal the container as quickly as possible. All right. Rule number 3. You want to make sure that you drink all of the matcha within 3 months of opening the package. It's not a hard and fast rule, it's more of a suggestion, but by doing it, you're going to ensure that the matcha that you're drinking is as fresh as possible. The reason for this, as you open the package, as you expose it to air, as you expose it to potentially heat, you pull it in and out of the refrigerator, this is going to cause the matcha to break down, it's going to cause it to deteriorate in quality, and ultimately, it's going to lose freshness, and it's going to lose aroma, and it's going to lose flavor. So by drinking it within the first 3 months, it's going to ensure that the matcha is as fresh as possible. It's as close to the peak, which is day 1 after you open it, as possible. Now, worth mentioning, if the matcha is sealed, it's factory sealed, like this, it's going to be okay it can stay in your refrigerator for a year, up to a year roughly. It's still going to be good with up to a year. The key thing is it's sealed. But once you open it, that's when the air gets inside. You're pulling it in and out of the refrigerator and it's starting to break down. So that's where the 3-month rule goes into play. But as long as it's sealed, you can put it in the refrigerator or in the freezer for up to a year, and it should be pretty good when you open it back up. It's not going to be as fresh, but it's still going to be pretty good, pretty fresh. So those are the 3 rules that you want to follow. If you follow those 3 rules, you're going to ensure your matcha stays fresh and that it is delicious and as fresh as possible when you drink it. Well, that is all for me today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super grateful from all of us at Matcha Project. We appreciate your time. If you got value out of this video, if you found it helpful, please do us a favor. Click the like button below, give it a big thumbs up. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications, and you will receive notifications when we create future videos like this. If you want to try some of our matcha, if you're new to Matcha Project, there's a link I'm going to leave below in the description, and you can pick some up. And that's all I've got for you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.